west side, and look at that shift. So much water is still in play.
One thing is water, of course, making it hard to rotate east, but look at the rotations all these teams have west. Look at the congestion of teams towards truck stop right now. They're all rotating over a hilltop. This is a perfect overhead view. Petrichor trying to make their way south around. This road that we're seeing going east to west is it's unscoutable of what's on the other side. So you're playing full face first into these fights right now, which is why Chewy is going to fall. It's impossible for Petrichor to scout it, but Ixleft able to take down Heaven on approach.
Oh no!
Gets taken out. Guman, I mean, just bumped off the rope by Summer.
And Heaven with 2 beautiful knocks will immediately get turned around with that run over. Ixleft now will get a flush, and it's just down to Salute.
What a fight. You would imagine Quantum Freaks was ready for this, but I mean, Petrichor, they came in from so many different angles that it was just impossible for them to keep track, and now, caught with the flash in hand, Ming finds that one easily. Salute down, Freaks down, and that is not the start that Freaks were looking for here on day 2.
Not at all, and we saw it yesterday. The Sonics were in a similar position when it came to New Happy, but you'll take that one-player trade for 4 all day long, and so Petrichor, although losing Chewy, will have 4 kills to start this one off. Although they find themselves in a good position now, they will have to contend potentially with FaZe or All Gamers, although they're pretty comfortable in truck stop, all things considered. Now E-Arena again finding that window, and I was going to say getting through unscathed, but Jacob will fall.
Yep, Hagatori, phenomenal playing yesterday. Top damage dealer, I believe, in all of yesterday's games. Now, kicking things off early on here, as well as Fairest is able to find one more. Lyrics goes down.
And T1 now starting to crash the position of 17. Xiao Wu will be turned on by Zenith. Raining and Alpaca now coming into the bottom of the building with Xiao Bei is there to receive.
17 full up on this one. T1 trying to defend as Rainin comes creeping on forward, able to get the first one down. Xiao Bei forward and will get the flush onto him as well. Where do you go from here? He spots the nade, has to fall back. Suju fully flashed on this one, and Rainin goes down, but it's Himas from the other side.
Himas, huge reprieve there given to the team of 17 as now Raining is done and dusted.
Yeah, this is tricky. There should be no way for Ian to come over and get him back on his feet. Solo player left alive. All he can do is see the guys on the other side and go, oh, that's my teammate down there.
These long buildings are notoriously difficult to push through. It's really, truly a pain. You have one long hallway. Essentially, End has to be careful. Only 1 HP on this tree.
Na'Vi, of course, very, very quick, realizing what's happening to the south, down towards their south. We'll look down here, we'll get eyes on, and it's actually going to be Little Ghost able to take out Ian, so that's T1. First game for them here in this one, but not the start they would have wanted either.
Meanwhile, VP has dismantled TSM. What has happened there? Ibiza going down, but that should be an easy res for them.
I mean, they lose 1 to TSM, sorry, and then they go,
payback.
I mean, we lose 1, you want to fight us 3v4? Sure, come at it, we got a P90, what you gonna do? Now, over towards AG Gaming, All Global Gaming, trying to take out E-Arena in this dip we saw just before. Sissy instantly peeks on over, finds Cest early on. Whereas Tycon in this fight, they need him to be the spearhead of this operation. Sapao able to get one in return, but this is what we're talking about just before 4 AM, wanting a piece of this action. They've been waiting for this to happen, and now they will engage as well.
And great timing as well. They will find quite a few kills, quite a few knocks, some points there to be had as AGG is just trying to recover at this point. Tycon and Surti, the only ones still standing with Zest knocked, trying to stabilize in this position, and they still have to get rid of Zizzy.
They could just clear Zizzy. They would know that this entire dip was free for them to play around Zizzy with them.
That was a nice molly, and that should be
it's going to be down to 1 HP. Didn't get connected onto by the molly. Initially, I thought it had him, but not to be. That nade, though, should have his name written all over it, and it does. Tycon takes out Zizzy. E-Arena out in 13th place.
Good night, sweet prince. Did what you could, Zizzy. As we now move back to the Falcons phase now, with some very noisy neighbors here just above. Snaker's gonna peek over with that MG3, and that is a disgusting gun to be using up close. Fax will fall.
They're in a 4v2, but now it's a 2v2. One goes down in return. Gustav peeks on over, gets the eyes on Torello, but it's taken down by Tycon at a distance. They clear Falcons, but not without taking a lot of casualties off their own.
And the cost was huge. Luna Galaxy has been watching over this position, just waiting, and that is it. FaZe is out. What a pickup from Luna.
Luna Galaxy peeked down, they sent Posa in to scout. They lose one, they go, oh no, we can never get in there. But wait, what if we stay on the hill and wait for them to move? Ixleft now lining up some util. They know that they have AGG over on the other side, and that nade had Seth's name on it. Takes him down instantly, and that should come with a push to follow.
Hell of a start, but they have to be careful of 4AM, who do have angles onto this, and you see them starting to flex out with the opportunity there. Tycon stuck between a nade and a hard place, and he will go down.
Yep, Ming falling though. Nice timing on the side of Valentine to peek over as they started their rotation. Ixleft, nothing he can really do to avoid the loss of a teammate there, but again, they got further towards the circle. I don't think they would have imagined themselves getting in there with 3 up, but for Summer, for Ixleft to try and make this cross now with just them two, it's going to be incredibly difficult.
Now the rest of Luna, the last 2 members, Haven and Kraken, trying to just find an opportunity, a way in, and that knock on Ixleft will help him. Nades coming out, as well as quite a bit of utility. The approach is there if they can just get rid of Summer.
Yep, Ixleft down. Summer almost dismantled as well as Kraken. Tries to see if he can take him down on the other side. He still has Haven inside the circle. There's not much space for them to really maneuver, but he has to clear his west side first. I love the priority that we're seeing here from Luna Galaxy. They know, yes, we're not inside the circle, but we don't want to share the space with them either. We've got to tank a bit of blue. We've got to set up for the circles to come, and we can only do so if we deal with Petrichor Road.
Yeah, but look at the problem. It's Suju. He's very actively looking on the east side, looking in their direction.
Oh, they hurt the cars too. Yeah.
And they definitely heard the cars, and 4AM, Na'Vi, for all the circles they didn't get yesterday, are very happy that they've pretty much been in a catch-9 situation in this game.
Oh yeah, definitely so. They would not want it any other way. 4AM now, again, still 4 alive, not in a hurry whatsoever. I'm surprised that they have opted to play this passively, but of course, that every time you peek out in any given direction in this dip, your head just have a big circle around it going, shoot me, shoot me, shoot me. So, you know, I might want to take back what I said. It makes perfect sense to me now.
Exactly, and they tried. I mean,
they've been more passive.
They have tried with, especially with that Petrichor fight up to their north. They did poke their head outs, but also Valley Tai with angles as well have really been shutting them down, and so that's a nice position for them as well. Valley Tai will be able to move east as the circle closes and just move ridge to ridge, and so they put themselves in a very good position for this as Summer will throw what he can and fall.
I was going to say, if he gets one with that second nade, that would be so rude. He's taking one down with him. Haisagi will go to blue now on the southern side of the circle as they try to keep for the forward. You might just want to deny here, but no, the point will go over to Phil first. Cerberus down as we hit top 6.
17 now, starting to become in the crosshairs of Valley Tai, and Unique will find Xiao Wu. That's the first member of 17 to get knocked here as they're only down to 2 left, and again, Valley Tai with a wide spread, actually keeping it a 2-2 split, looking at both 4AM and 17.
I mean, widespread, but playing full control there. I mean, the fact that Latai and Kiss can effectively just force 4AM to do nothing, they have played this west side of the circle for the last 3-4 circles incredibly well.
And it's a problem for 4AM because with the position in the circle like this, you want to flex out. You want to be able to get those kills, but they really haven't been able to do so.
Nope, their understanding of what to prioritize at any given moment has been absolutely perfect. Now Sushu will fall as well. Knock comes through from Bestalok, but Megalos says, thank you, I'll take that one.
This is a hell of a start for Valley Tai. Na'Vi now just slightly having to move, at least some of the members like Hakatori and Sosed, but still so much control in that compound. Now the onus really is on to BB. Are they going to move more into the crosshairs of Valley Tai? And you still have that snake of little ghosts in the south.
You have Bestalok just on the edge of the circle, trying to get at least a bit of a foothold for the rest of the boys. Get inside the circle. Spiro looking on the southern side as well, trying to potentially do some sort of a sweeping play down around the southern side, over towards Little Ghost, further towards the west, but I'm not sure if they're going to full commit to it, because I think they know that there might be a Na'Vi player or two peeking over the ridge line, should they opt to give it up.
But this is also the issue if you're a team like Na'Vi in the center of the circle. They really haven't been able to get much in the way of points. Nope. I mean, yes, they've had the best position. Yes, you're safe, but even for a team like Na'Vi who does like to flex out and who does like to go more aggressive, they've kind of been shoehorned into staying there.
I mean, if to put it into perspective, if they fall here, it's a 5-point game. It's definitely not amazing should they go, but I definitely do not believe that they will be the next team to fall, especially not now. No. We see Little Ghost under fire. 17 Gaming will be taken out. I like the ideas of them, like their approach to the initial fights. They were able to survive in that longhouse for a while with a lot of chaos happening around them, but in the end they will fall in 6th.
Yeah, maybe the adaptation there was just trying to play a little more aggressive on Valley Tai when they still had 3 members up, but that's for their analysts to talk to them after this game. Meanwhile, Bet Boom now starting to make their move on the southwest side into the sightlines of Megvalos, as Luna now have to make somewhat of a trek. There still might be a little bit of that dip in, but they're currently being bombarded with quite a bit of utility.
Blue Zoneception is upon us as Luna Galaxy somehow Two players able to stay alive. Ooh, the peek on over from G. They both caught it. Nice timing on that one. Xiaopian fighting the other direction now too now. 4AM is starting to try and creep out of this pit. They find themselves in, but Kraken is able to find two.
Kraken really fighting back here. He's already knocked out Godvi. Bobo down to just 1 HP, and finally they will deal with Luna, but that was a lot of damage done, and here is the flex out from Na'Vi.
Exactly, now is when Latai has to make a decision. Do I go for Kiss? Do I try and punish 4AM? But no, he has to fall back, especially now the BB team is pushing on the other side.
BB team now with an opportunity here to take control of the south side of the circle, and that would give them quite a bit of room to flex, especially towards 4AM. Never mind, they will fall.
Yep, all taken down. Ferris locks it in. 6 kills now for Na'Vi as they start flexing out of that position. A lot of damage was done by Valatai towards 4AM, but it's going to be Na'Vi to sweep around to clean them up, and they now find themselves in an EMEA sandwich. Valatai, that is, with BB team on one side, Na'Vi on the other.
That's a very good point. They were so comfortable earlier with all that control, but now that there is no more 4AM for Na'Vi to contend with, they can really flex out. Fortunately, a knock will slow them down. Ferris will go down, but here comes Bet Boom. And if Valatai can hold off these two teams, that would be more than impressive.
In all fairness, I mean, if Kiss can do his job here, there might be a world where Na'Vi tries to backfill BB team on the ridge line and put them in a third-party position. So for Valatai right now, don't aggress, just hold them off. Of course, if you get a knock, you push on it. But until then, try and just fend them off and hope to dear God that Na'Vi comes and helps you out.
I am so impressed with the way that Valatai is playing this. Still cautious, still making sure they have control. They're not really giving up that much space. And in a situation like this, when you're fighting multiple teams, that is very difficult to do.
And it is. Megalos peeking around the side. It's only heads that he can see on the other side, and he will take a bullet straight to the dome himself. Has to fall back, has to try and heal on up his fills first. Is really running through his util quite rapidly. They're down to just a couple left to play with. 3 flashes. Gotta commit them to this fight, you'd imagine.
And you can see it's just a cheeky little flare being fired off, but you can see Bestlock is very much worried about the team behind, which is Na'Vi starting to push up the backside of that hill. They have to be constantly aware as a lot of that pressure, as you said, Kiss doing his job.
With a win here, Na'Vi knows they're in. I don't think they're going to try and risk it for a potential kill or 2 extra. They want the win. They want to have Valatai and BB team fight one another. They don't want to engage before they see the action pop off in the kill feed. Wise on Na'Vi, play it smart. They understand where they're on the leaderboard in this group. Play it smart. Get up on the ridge line, apply pressure, but do not over-engage.
At the very least, a very strong start for Bet Boom as Valetai's unique will find Phil first. And so that's 1 to fall. And 1 trade goes back and forth. It's just Spyro.
They're taking out all of them. So far, no casualties taken. BB team will fall, and they have Na'Vi down to 2. They had their backs towards the blue, but they are fighting back. This Valatai team has so far played a phenomenal edge play. They've been playing slow, they've been playing quiet, but now they're playing with all thrusters on.
And Kiss has been unbelievable, but So Said will finally find some sort of retaliation. Kiss backing up, and no! Just like that, Na'Vi will finish it in a 2v2 situation at the end. That happened so fast.
What a finish to that game. I had Valatai counted completely out when BB team started sweeping around the southern side.